output type of question based on functions with the default values. So when you write an output, step 1, memory should be allocated for global variables above the main function, and outside all functions there are no variables. So this program does not contain any global variable. Execution of a C++ program starts at the main function. Now the first line, in the P is equal to 20, Q is equal to 23, memory should be allocated for P and Q. And memory can be allocated like this: name, content, some address. So memory may be allocated like this. Now after this, control comes here. So I told you, if this symbol is there, understand that it is a function. On encountering a function call, finally control reaches the point where the function is defined. So finally control comes here. The first argument is passed to first parameter. But here ampersand sign is there, meaning x is a reference variable. So x is another name for p. So this p gets one more name, x. Now the second argument is passed to second parameter. Here ampersand sign is not there, so which means y is an ordinary variable. New memory should be allocated for y, like this: name, content, and some address. Now here the second argument is q, so q comes in variable y. Q is nothing but 23, so your y becomes 23. Now kindly make a note of this default value. Suppose if the second argument was not given, then the default value 10 comes in variable y. And if the second argument is given, the second argument q, example 23, comes in variable y. Now control comes inside. X modulo y, x is 20, y is 23. So 20 modulo 23, calculation can be done like this: 20 is written inside, 23 is written outside. 1 into 23 is 23, so 1 will not come here. So it is 0 into 23, it is 0, and the remainder is 20. So here x is 20, y is 23, so 20 modulo 23, the remainder is 20, and the exclamatory mark means the condition tested there equal to 0. So 20 equal to 0, condition wrong, control comes to else part. This is postfix operator. The rule is use and change, meaning y should be used for return. After returning the answer, y minus minus. So what is y? Y is 23, which means return 23. And to where 23 is returned? To the point from where the function was called. So which means here you get 23, that is assigned to variable q. Even otherwise q is 23, so no change here. After doing this, y minus minus. So now your y becomes 22. Finally, when the control comes here, remember the names x and y does not exist. So this name does not exist, this name does not exist. Now after this, control goes to next line. Here you get the answer. Cout output operator p. P is 20, Q is 23. So in the computer's monitor you get 20 without any space. Here space is not there. Output operator space is not there. So without any space you can write 23, and because of this end L, the cursor goes to next line. Now after this, control comes here. Again this symbol is there, meaning function. On encountering a function call, finally control reaches the point where the function is defined. The first argument is passed to first parameter. Here ampersand sign is there, so x is another name for q. So this q gets one more name, x. The second argument is not given, so the default value 10 comes in variable y. So kindly make a note of this. If the second argument is given, that comes in variable y, and if the second argument is missing, the default value comes in variable y. So here y contains 10. You can see. Now x is 23, y is 10. So 23 modulo 10, when you divide 23 with a 10, remainder is 3. Exclamatory mark, the condition tested is equal to 0. So here 3 equal to 0, condition wrong, control comes to else part. This is postfix operator, use and change, meaning y should be used for returning the answer, and after that y minus minus. So what does y contain? Y contains 10. So return 10. To where 10 is returned? To the point from where the function was called. So here you get 10, that is assigned it to p. So now your p contains 10. And after doing that, y minus minus, so now your y becomes 9. Finally, when the control comes here, remember the names x and y does not exist. So this name does not exist, this name does not exist. Now after this, next line, here you get the next answer. Cout output operator P, P is 10. Output operator Q, your Q is 23. So it is 10. Here output operator space is not there, so without any space you should write 23 followed by end L. Cursor goes to next line. Then after this, control comes here. Now again, this symbol is there, meaning function. On encountering a function call, finally control reaches the point where the function is defined. The first argument is passed to first parameter. Here ampersand sign is there, meaning this one is a reference variable. So x is another name for p. So this p gets one more name, x. Now second argument is missing. So the default value 10 comes in variable y. So your y contains 10. Now x modulo y, what is x? X is 10. What is y? Y is also 10. So here 10 modulo 10, when you divide 10 with the 10, remainder is 0. 0 equal to 0, condition true, so this will be executed. Now prefix operator, change and use. So first plus plus x, so x becomes 11. And the changed quantity 11 should be used for returning the answer. So return 11, and to where 11 is returned? To the point from where the function was called. So here you get 11, that is assigned it to q. So now your q becomes 11. Now finally when the control comes here, the names x and y does not exist. So this name does not exist, this name does not exist. Now after this, here you get the next output. Cout output operator P, P is 11. Here without any space, output operator Q, Q is 11. So in the computer's monitor, 11, 11, and because of end L, the cursor goes to next line. And here the program terminates. So for this program, this is the output.